Good morning. I thought this might be easy standing here before you. I've been singing in the choir for a long time in front of this congregation. But over there, I have a lot of people around me, and you don't know if I make a mistake. I hope. After church not long ago, I was asked if I was in choir. I proceeded to laugh, gave them a hug, and told them, only for the past 20 years. I can't even tell you how many times I wrote my faith share statement. I will tell you a few stories about the steps in my life's journey, my love for God, the Bible, and the importance they have in my life. All the good and exciting, but also that God is with me in the downright ugly times too. God, no matter the mood I'm in, is there for me. I can now open the Bible and find comfort and caring and answers and questions and tears and always God's love. A piece of my story. How is it that simple word or two can and does impact a person as a child or an adult? The impact can be good or bad. Way back when I was a child, I attended a parochial school. Always went to church, sang in choir. Somewhere around the 7th grade, we were doing a large mosaic project for the entrance to church. 7th and 8th grade students went in small groups to work on the project during school. I didn't get called to go and again, and I might have been the last one who didn't go. I finally asked one of the teachers why. She proceeded to tell me I was too stupid to do that, and then I needed to concentrate on my studies. Simple words, what an impact they have. I'm sure glad they tell students today that they are LD and they can be the best or whatever they want to be. Learning disabilities do not define you. In fact, I believe they make you stronger. You are a child of God. I have a problem myself reading out loud, which is funny, I'm standing up here. That's kind of funny because I love reading. The panic sets in a room full of people and I can hear my heart pounding. And I have no idea what is said before me. But it's okay. God gave me that challenge. I have a great family, friends, and surrounded by people who care. I had a great career being head of HR and payroll department. I grew up to love arts and crafts, sewing, crocheting, and yes, even stained glass and mosaics. But not many years back, I found that I had lost my way. Church was just something I did because that's what I was supposed to do. It lost meaning. 11 hours of work or more, work was too much. Life and loneliness was too much. Church, choir, and God was too much. I quit it all. Or so I thought. God listens to thousands and thousands of people every day, every minute, every second, and had time to answer my prayers. I may have thought I quit loving God, but I learned very quickly that God never stopped loving me. I found that I could sit and stay depressed and tired of all life's stuff, or I guess it wouldn't hurt to go to church again. So I came back to church, and on that day, during communion, Pastor Chris whispered to me, "Welcome home." Simple words, what an impact they have. So I went home that day with a different outlook on life, with God's love in my heart and church back in my life. That day I started to read the Bible. Yes, page 1. I made time for every morning to pray and to read 2, 3, or more pages in the Bible, and always thank God for the love for me. And just short of 1 year, I completed reading the best book ever. In the great wisdom of Google, love is in the Bible 551 times, but it's not that. It's the love of God all over the words in the Bible, and the love that is felt in your heart. Simple words, what an impact they have. Words can have such an impact on people. Why not give people words from your heart? Good words, God's words. Love never fails. God's love never fails. In the Bible, let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart, from Proverbs. Love is patient, love is kind, love doesn't envy, it doesn't boast, it is not proud, it always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. 1 Corinthians. All through Psalms, there are 2 words, I will, repeated over and over. I will give praise, I will give thanks to you, O Lord. Psalm 136, the word, his love endures forever, is repeated. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever, and on and on. I can't seem to get enough reading parts of the Bible again and again every day. I'm certainly not a master quoting from the Bible, or do I understand or comprehend certain things. I know for certain there is always God's love in what I read. I have loved being in the affirmation of faith. We read Bible verses and books and had great discussions as we learn more about ourselves and God's love for each one of us. In the last book, almost to the end of the book, the author wrote, "The utter powerlessness of God is that God forgives. God seems to be so ready to surrender divine power. God forgives the world for being broken and poor. God forgives us for not being all that we thought we had to be, or even for what God wanted us to be. That's probably why we fall in love with such a God. Why wouldn't you?" Although Christian baptism is once and for all, Luther spoke of the baptized life of Christ as daily, recognizing as something we need and receive from God both now and always, over and over. Grace is that amazing moment when I see that God is always here. All leading to today, born again, I would say, affirming my baptism and hopefully sharing the awesome love of God. I am grateful to serve in this church. Be generous with your time and love one person at a time. It's impossible to worship and love God and remain unchanged. Thank you.